Are Muslims taking over the UK? Did you know there are over 3,000 mosques in England right now? All UK schools are legally required to teach Islam, even Catholic schools. And the number one most common baby name in the UK is Muhammad right now. Plus, the number of Muslim reverts in the UK is growing, while Christianity is declining. The Mayor of London is a Muslim. Plus, the Mayor of Oxford, Lutton, Rockdale, Oldham, Brighton, and Hove are all Muslims. Even the Secretary of State of Justice and the Lord Chancellor is a Muslim woman. Prince Harry's own personal lawyer is a hijabi Muslim woman. Even the King of England is allegedly a Muslim because he was hosting iftar dinners at his own home during Ramadan. Is the UK a Muslim country now? What do you guys think?
And which says in verse 32 of Al-Ma'idah Surah, as the Quran says, God does not burden any soul with more than it can bear.
If I may just quote the Quran, have you considered if your water were to disappear into the earth, who then could bring you gushing water?
Belakangan ini, masyarakat Inggris dihebohkan oleh kabar mengejutkan yang mengaitkan Raja Charles III dengan Islam. Isu tersebut mencuat setelah berlangsungnya acara buka puasa bersama di Kastil Windsor. Sebuah istana kerajaan Inggris yang selama lebih dari 1000 tahun tidak pernah digunakan untuk kegiatan apapun yang berkaitan dengan umat Islam. Namun, pada bulan Ramadan tahun ini, untuk pertama kalinya dalam sejarah Kastil Windsor yang dikenal sebagai tempat sakral kerajaan Inggris digunakan untuk acara buka puasa bersama. Lebih mengejutkan lagi, lantunan suara adzan berkumandang di dalam kastil tersebut menciptakan suasana yang mengundang perhatian besar dari publik Inggris.
For the first time ever, the King allowed hundreds of Muslims to break their fast in a royal residence. Windsor Castle hosted more than 350 people.
Over 350 people calmly took their seats to become a part of history.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. Ladies and gentlemen, as Muslims across the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth begin preparations to celebrate Eid after fasting for the holy month of Ramadan, I just wanted to convey my heartfelt best wishes to all who celebrate this festival and to tell you just how much my wife and I are thinking of you at this special time of year. As Muslims across the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth observe the beginning of the holiest of months in the Islamic calendar, the month of Ramadan, I just wanted to convey my heartfelt best wishes to you all and to tell you just how much my wife and I are thinking of you at this special time of year. Assalamu alaikum. Hayakum maratan ukhra fi al-Mamlaka al-Muttahida baladkum al-Thani. As the Quran says, whoever saves a life, it will be as if they saved all of humanity. It is a great sadness that I cannot be with you to participate in and benefit from this conference on Islam and Muslims in the world today. Some of you may recall that as its patron I gave a speech at the Oxford Centre for Islamic Studies.
The surprise, ladies and gentlemen, is the extent to which Islam has been a part of Europe for so long, first in Spain, then in the Balkans, and the extent to which it has contributed so much towards the civilization which we all too often think of wrongly as entirely Western. Islam is part of our past and our present in all fields of human endeavor. It has helped to create modern Europe. Many of the traits on which modern Europe prides itself came to it from Muslim Spain. Diplomacy, free trade, open borders.
Berbagai tanggapan mulai bermunculan dari warga Inggris. Ada yang menanggapi bahwa itu bentuk toleransi, namun tidak sedikit juga yang mengkritik bahwa ini adalah bentuk Islamisasi kerajaan Inggris. Karena ada satu unggahan warga Inggris di YouTube yang kecewa karena umat Kristen tidak diizinkan merayakan Paskah di kerajaan, sementara umat Muslim justru diundang untuk buka puasa bersama di tempat yang sama. Bahkan banyak yang beranggapan bahwa Raja Charles III telah masuk Islam secara diam-diam. Terlebih lagi dalam berbagai pidatonya selalu mengutip ayat Al-Quran, Hingga Raja Inggris juga diketahui belajar bahasa Arab dengan ulama Inggris yaitu Sheikh Abdul Hakim Murad demi memahami Al-Quran.
King Charles and his obsession with Islam.
It's very offensive for both Jews and Christians to have this put together. It's as if there's no distinction between Jesus the Saviour and Muhammad the Warlord.
That was just a taste of all of the right-wing flag-humping types that normally praise and love their reigning monarch and the monarchy. However, on this occasion, they're attacking the monarchy. Now, why is that? It's simple. The king, King Charles III, keeps plugging Islam into all of his occasional speeches and letters, and he seems to be prioritizing Islam over, I don't know, Christianity. Now, the king is supposed to be head of the Christian church in England, and it's quite clear, and it has been well established for quite some time, that King Charles, even before he was king, has some kind of love for Islam. He always talks about Islam, how great it is, and keeps quoting from the Quran, trying to recite Arabic, all that type of stuff.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak.
Look, it's quite clear that King Charles loves Islam. He clearly finds Islam better than Christianity. That's why he's obsessed with it, I dare say. But the fact of the matter is, can you really blame him? I mean, he's reached the conclusion that so many others have, like myself and so many other converts in England, that Islam is just the truth and Christianity is a defeated force, it's a dead force that isn't really fit for purpose anymore. So you can't really blame him for that. But second of all, I have to admit, I do kind of find some common ground with all of this right-wing outrage for once. It is a little unfair, isn't it, that the king, who may have already taken his shahada, is kind of misleading the public, who still look to him as some kind of Christian figurehead. I kind of get that. It's a bit, it's a bit out of order, let's say. So my message to the king is, look, just come clean. If you're not Muslim already, then just get on with it. Take your shahada already. You clearly think that Islam is a better religion or the truth or is, superior to Christianity. So just come out with it. Stop wasting everyone's time and just announce your shahada if you haven't done so already.
Now we are facing a new reign, King Charles III. He likes Islamic gardens, he likes Islamic art, he likes Islamic textiles. The Daily Mail got very angry when it turned out that Prince Charles had been learning Arabic. Why did he want to learn Arabic? Just so he could go to the Gulf and sell Typhoon fighters or something? No, he said it was so that he could understand the Quran. How many people in Parliament would do that?
If I may, a passage from the Holy Quran, which seems particularly appropriate to Islamic Relief's work, and which says in verse 32 of Al-Ma'idah Surah, whoever saved a life, it would be as if he saved the life of all mankind. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for saving and transforming so many lives over the past 25 years. And may there be many blessings, inshallah, on your work during the next quarter of a century. My understanding of Islam is that it warns that to deny the reality of our inner being leads to an inner darkness which can quickly extend outwards into the world of nature. If we ignore the calling of the soul, then we destroy nature. To understand this, we have to remember that we are nature, not inanimate objects like stones. We reflect the universal patterns of nature. And in this way, we are not a part that can somehow disengage itself and take a purely objective view. Now, from what I know of the Quran, again and again, it describes the natural world as the handiwork of a unitary benevolent power. It very explicitly describes nature as possessing an intelligibility, and that there is no separation between man and nature, precisely because there is no separation between the natural world and God. It offers a completely integrated view of the universe, where religion and science, mind and matter, are all part of one living conscious whole. We are, therefore, finite beings contained by an infinitude, and each of us is a microcosm of the whole. This suggests to me that nature is a knowing partner, never a mindless slave to humanity, and we are her tenants, God's guests for all too short a time. If I may just quote the Quran, have you considered, if your water were to disappear into the earth, who then could bring you gushing water? This is the divine hospitality that offers us our provisions and our dwelling places, our clothing, tools and transport. The earth is robust and prolific, but also delicate, subtle, complex and diverse, and so our mark must always be gentle, or the water will disappear.
Peace be upon you all. Ramadan Mubarak. As Muslims across the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth observe the beginning of the holiest of months in the Islamic calendar, the month of Ramadan, I just wanted to convey my heartfelt best wishes to you all and to tell you just how much my wife and I are thinking of you at this special time of year. As this would have been a joyous time. Mosques would be filling with life, Muslim families would be coming together to share food and prayers, and many of them would be inviting their neighbours and friends, of all faiths and none, to join them. My wife and I can only offer you all our kindest and most special wishes, and stress just how greatly the contribution of Muslims to the life of the United Kingdom is appreciated and valued, embodying the Ramadan spirit of charity and selflessness. As the Quran says, God does not burden any soul with more than it can bear. We hope that you have a blessed and fulfilling Ramadan. Peace be upon you all. Ramadan Mubarak.